So I've wanted to do some sort of a no-hit run in a game for quite a while now, but I never really knew what game to do it on. So I did some hardcore thinking and came to the grand conclusion that I can't really think, because the first game I tried was Metro 2033 and then later on Last Light. Was it successful? No. But it was actually quite fun.
Гоп-стоп, ты много на себе взяла. Гоп-стоп, ляль.
This is the face of the clinically insane.
And in my great pill of wisdom, I also tried Uncharted 4. Oh, it was painful. Oh, don't fucking remind me. That was bad. The game takes like 30 fucking days to complete, and don't talk to me, please. I then tried Metro Exodus, and well, yeah, here's how it went. What? You fucking...
I did not hit her. It's not true.
What the fuck was... Oh!
Nice moves.
Jesus. Oh, that... Oh. Oh, what? I'm guns down. Oh. So, here's some statistics that I gathered whilst practicing for quite a bit. I'm not really going to read them out, but it's something to take note of. What's important though is that about a third of all the encounters in the game can be done through stealth, which is important to note because they are a lot easier to do without getting hit than just regular combat encounters. And again, I'm not going to read them out, but here's some general rules that I made for myself for practicing. The hardest encounters would definitely be the penthouse in the Caspian, the Master of the Forest at the end of the taiga, and then Yamantau. All of Yamantau. Fuck. No. Shit. What? What? Oh my fuck! Fuck it. Oh, let me pass you. Shit. I'm out of it. Oh, fuck. What the... How? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Mission Control, we have a belligerent dumbass here that won't cooperate. Cheese.
This is just the best game ever made. I love this. Oh yes, oh fucking easy peasy. After playing some more, I found out that of those 59 or so areas, you can actually skip 19 of them with the help of
cheese.
But more on that later. Now, you might be waiting for me to list off all the hundreds of weapon combinations they use throughout the run. I'm not. Throughout the whole game, I pretty much just used the Kalashnikov and the pistol, but I would recommend that you do experiment with different weapons and combinations and all that. For example, you could use the Airshot, which is really effective at dealing with mutants. Or you could use a Shambler, which is a bit less effective but has a lot more ammo as a safer option. Or you could use the Bastard and never fire that weapon because it sucks fat cock. But anyway, now I'm going to show you the best strategies I have so far of beating Metro Exodus without getting hit. Quick side note, actually, I will be going through the whole game, so yeah, might take a while, right? Cheers. So, for the first encounter, what I do is I shoot that watchman in the head there, and then I'll take a right to grab some more shells, and then there'll be 2 more watchmen that you can just shoot as they come. They stand still for you to shoot them, which is very polite, and that's it. That's literally it. It's very simple, but it is the first encounter, so there you go. I think there's a second part, actually, after this train wreckage here, but I do a jump here, and then I just run to the door and completely skip that. Here, there's supposed to be an encounter with Anna, but you can skip it by just running past the room quick enough. There's a watchman to your left here, just run past, you'll be fine. And then what I do is I just run to the yellow bus over there, and I can skip the next encounter as well by just crouching here, but this one's intentional, because it's more of a conveying that you have choice with encounters kind of thing. Obviously, don't fight them.
Of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there.
Imagine my shot.
Watchman!
Are you fucking blind?
This part is very easy. It's just a stealth tutorial, if anything. If you screw this up, then to be honest, I don't know if you should be doing this run. Have they seen me? I think they've seen me. I have to be the only person to fuck that up. Just proceed as usual and make your way to Anna. So here I make my way to the gap in the fence, which is top left when you come out the door, and I wait for the animation on this guard to change, which is once she's finished talking to the other guard, and you can knock him out or kill him, it's up to you. And then what I do is I make my way up the ladder, I grab the knives, then I knife this guy, make my way down, I throw a can over there to distract the guard on my left, and then I just walk on, and that's that, completely done with stealth. Back inside, and this one's a little simpler. Just follow my path and you should be fine. You usually have to wait a bit for this guy to be in this position, but then just knock him out. And I like to knife Yarmark's guard here, and that's that done. Here, with Anna, there's 2 ways to do this. You can do it the risky, where you approach the guards really fast, so they don't even have a chance to shoot you, and they're all bunched up and you just mow them down Wolfenstein mode. But I go with the safer one, with just waiting back for Anna to kill them all. And I do the same thing here, except I hide behind these lockers. This can take a little longer, if I'm being honest, but it's safe. And here, you just want to be really good with reactions. The moment they peek, just shoot them. There's only a couple. And you can do the same thing here, or you can just wait for Anna to shoot them all. The train is actually really simple. There's 3 main sections and you just stealth past all of them. Here there's a gap by the wall and you just slip past them and they don't know you're there. A similar thing here, it might not be obvious, but you can just crouch walk past them, they don't even care. And same thing here, you walk under and you're fine. And that's you done with Moscow. Great. The first part of the Volga is actually really consistent. You walk up behind him, absolutely deck him, then you go down the stairs and absolutely deck the other guy. I put out the light just to be safe, and after that, pretty much just follow where I go. Okay, stop, right, you see this box, right? Yeah, this box, okay. So, in every playthrough I always loot this box, right? But for some reason, it was open. It wasn't me, it was just open. I think it's like a bug with the Volga for now, but point being, loot this box, alright? Good. You can actually avoid the encounter with the starfish in the boat by just putting your boat to the right here and then getting out and walking back on foot. With Crest now, and this is probably the hardest encounter at this point. That being said, it's not too bad, it's just a little inconsistent. It just boils down to sitting in the corner where I am and then just shooting them as they come. The good thing though is that Crest will actually help you quite a bit.
Oh, by the way, take the binoculars. I'll show you where everything is.
Whoa!
Something of note, you can actually avoid possible shrimps attacking you by literally going to the windowsill on the right. Because if you go on the left, then that means you'll have to get in the boat and there's a chance that they'll pop up. When you're in the ammo dump, you want to be sure to be very quick. There's only one enemy knockout, but more do come. And you want to get to the electronics panel before then, and then run to the door mechanism. Because once you get to the door mechanism, they'll despawn. So you see here I'm at the panel, and then right after here, I don't shoot anyone, I just run straight to the end. As you make your way to the terminal, I'd recommend going in here because there's a box that you can loot with fuck this game. So I need to explain how I do the terminal. Basically, you can skip a couple of encounters inside by doing something that I'll explain in a bit. But for now, you want to follow my path, and you want to go to the back entrance, which is where you come out of it when you're done. And this is where I use my first big boy
Cheese.
Okay, so here we're going to do something that I call drone skipping. Now, basically, when Artyom falls in water, what the game will do is it'll make you drown for a bit and then it'll put you back where you came from. Now, sometimes when you fall in water, the game will place you somewhere different. It'll just find the nearest point and it'll place you there. What will happen if you fall from a ledge that you can't reach from water is the game will panic and it'll put you to the nearest ledge it can find, which, surprisingly enough, is what I'm going to do to get to the terminal, and in doing so I'll skip a couple of encounters. You want to get halfway across this beam and then jump down, and then you end up in the terminal. When the fat ass fish knocks you down, you can come here, and this is the last skip of the Volga. You just jump to this beam here, and then jump down here, and the enemies will spawn in, but you can actually sprint to the end pretty fast and avoid having to shoot any of them. Although, when you're crawling through the pipe here, you want to be very fast, because they can still hit you when you're crawling in. Grab the night vision goggles when you find them, please. And then just before going into the bandit camp, rest at this safe house just outside it and change it to night. And if you did grab the night vision goggles, then you're laughing, because look at this. Easy peasy now, isn't it? Even though it's actually possible without the night vision goggles. So you don't actually need them, but shut up. Remember to disarm this tripwire and then kill the guard stealthily, which is to your left. Alright, this part is not easy. The only way that I found works sort of well, no hit at least, is through complete stealth, and that is quite hard. So as you saw, I walk through the train, turning off all the lights, and then I sit in this corner here and I wait for the guy who patrols around that area to walk through the door, and then I punch him. then I walk back in the train and I stand in the middle. If you stand too far to the right, he can actually see you through the train, which is really weird. But it doesn't matter because he's going to get punched now. And then after him, I make my way outside, and like a true intellectual, I put on my night vision goggles, and then I punch this guy. And then I make my way up the ladder, and I punch this guy. Then I make my way inside, and I punch this guy. Then you proceed further, punch this guy, and from the top, make your way back in. And this is the hardest part. You have to throw a can in that direction. And then you throw a knife at one of them. Maybe a silent shot would work actually. But I throw a knife and then I melee him. Easier said than done, but it does work fairly consistently. And now there's only 2 left outside. There's one here that you knock out, and then I just shoot the other one for the hell of it. One more thing of note, when you bring the train carriage out, there's a couple of anomalies on the way. So if you haven't played the previous games, I don't think this game tells you, but you have to stay still and wait for them to pass. I'm only realising now, but due to my vast intellect, I actually forgot to record the Caravan section. So I'll leave a link to the video that I pretty much copied to get through that section. It's just another stealth one. It's not too bad, nothing to worry about. Okay, last 2 encounters. Right, this first one here is fine. It boils down to sticking to the right with just a couple guys that are in your way. You can see, just keep at a pace. Go over this. This guy, I don't know if you have to knock him out, but I do. Well, you say knock out, but I don't think the human spine is supposed to go at an acute angle. He'll be fine. Kill this guy as well. And then just make your way to the elevator, and no one will actually notice you. They never have. Follow this guard to the right in the next encounter. Knock him out, break the lock on this door, and that will get you close to this guard, who you want to be very careful about. Wait until he walks over there, then knock him out. And walk up the stairs. Now, there's only one you kill here, and that's this guy. Just knife him, knock him out, whatever. They may or may not notice you. Either way, just run here and you're safe. So that's you done with Volga. Great.
Artyom, let's jump!
It's time to go!
Here's a quick tip. Don't follow the map like an absolute idiot like I did. I'm not supposed to be here. If you can actually make it this far, this is definitely the hardest encounter in the game. And I wish that there was some sort of magic spot or technique that you can easily do, but there's not. You just sit here as you would normally. Memorizing the locations does help, but essentially just comes down to aiming and shooting as quick as you can. That elevator coming down there is very important. You want to take them out as quick as you can, and shoot them preferably before they get their guns out. Again, it's not really that consistent, but it can be done. And they are, as far as I'm concerned, they're infinite. So the moment that your elevator comes down, get in it. You can get hit when you're getting in the elevator, but it's very unlikely. But like I said, they're infinite, so there's no point in waiting after the elevator comes. Just shoot them and then run. The next encounters are actually not bad. they're not that strict, but I'd recommend you shoot them in the order that I do, and you'll pretty much be alright. This is actually one of my worst runs of Yamantau, but it still got the job done. You just hang back in this next part, and they'll come towards you and you shoot them. There's a couple shotgun guys, I think, or auto rifle guys, sorry. You shoot them, obviously. You can actually just run past these next guys. I do the safe strat, I wait for them to come out and I shoot them. These ones, I actually shot the one to the left first. It's better if you shoot the one to the right, because if you shoot the one to the left, like I did, you see that he runs away, which is just a bit annoying.
Oh, hi, Mark.
This next guy, shoot him, he'll come forward, and then this next room, there'll be some up top that you want to shoot before they come down or before they get the gun out, and then there'll be one or two in the bottom that you shoot. It's important that you shoot the cannibals at the back, because they can be quite annoying, but you want to be quick with them. You shoot the ones at the back, and then you shoot the couple that run towards you, and then there'll be two more right here as they come out. Yeah, just shoot away at them. You come down here, turn around, there'll be one coming through the vent, and then another one. You want to shoot him before he shoots you. And there's three that are shooting at the other Spartans. They won't notice you if you're quick. Go for headshots. See, I fail miserably here, but it still works. And then there'll be one up top, and then one at the bottom. When you come forward, mobile push. You can run past this one again. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but again, I just go for the safer strats here. Shoot them just before they can do anything. And with this boss fight, hug the door that he comes out of, shoot the first ad, CG walked right past you, and then throw two Molotovs at him when he starts to turn around, shoot the other guy, and then the door will open when the heavy guy dies. I was very slow here, but front to the end, shoot him. You usually don't have to shoot him, but then get to the door, and you're good, almost. I think you're supposed to shoot in this section again, but if you just crouch at the back next to Miller, if you're good, and then again if you crouch here, you're good. So that's Yamantau done with. Great. So this video's already quite beefy, so I'm going to use text for the next couple chapters or so, just to speed things up a bit.
I'm not in love with this place. Nothing but sand and heat. I feel like shit here.
Oh, fuck off you fat useless sack of fucking Yankee danky doodle shot.
What the fuck? Oh, for
Why are you gay?
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.
It just works.
always remember that. Don't you now? Yes, he was here!
No, that's it. That is it. He's not human. He's not fucking human. I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to actually fucking shoot.
Cheese, 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 cheese.
Ammo dump?
Novosibirsk is the last chapter in Metro Exodus, and I like to split it up into 3 main sections. The first one being the Nasalysis, which are just as they are in the previous games. The second is the water section with the eels, and then the third is the Dead City section with the blind ones, which are pretty much just librarians from 2033, except they're blind, so they're really easy to deal with. And overall, I'd say Novosibirsk, it's really not that bad, honestly. And this here is the first section. You see the Nasalysis come up you and Miller. You're supposed to hold them off, but you can actually just run away. And this next encounter is another hold off, but you can easily run up to this spot, and you don't even have to shoot them. They'll pretty much just ignore you, apart from this one here for some reason. If you do want to speed things along, you can actually just shoot them, but you're going to want to save bullets for the water section, trust me. It's a similar thing with the next one, only this sheet of metal is actually a bit harder to get on, and sometimes it's not consistently a problem, but sometimes they can take either a long time to continue spawning in, or they just refuse to spawn in at all when you're up here. So if that happens, it's what happened here. I had to end up dropping down and then finish them off. But for the first part at least, you're safe, and Miller will just shoot them with the Hell Breath. I put a suppressor on my pistol here because this is the only encounter in any of the games, I think, that you can actually stealth through Nasalysis. You see, one shot is enough to kill them because they're really weak in this game. You'll hear them roar when you walk through that carriage, but they have no idea that you're there. This is the last Nasalysis encounter in all of Metro so far, and of course it's a hold off. I think I'm missing something here. I know that there's a really easy exploit. I feel like there is in this room, but for now I just sit in this corner as I usually do. And as I said before, they're really weak in this game, so 1 or 2 headshots is more than enough to kill them. And you know you're done when you get the save symbol in the corner. This is not the hardest encounter in the game, but it is definitely the most tedious. Generally what I'm doing here is I'm hanging back, and then I'm shooting all the baby eels with my 4x scope, which is very helpful during here, and then I move forward a bit, then I stop, and then I shoot some more. And by default this game has really strong auto aim, especially in this section for some reason. That I aim in, and the game pretty much aims for me, and then I obviously shoot them all. This is why you need a lot of bullets, by the way, in case you're wondering. Haven't counted them, but I think there's around 15 to 20 I'll say. But it would be handy if you did count them to be absolutely sure when to progress. The way that the big eels work is that you have to shoot them with a burst just as they appear before they shoot you to get them to retreat. There's just a couple with the first part here, and then before you progress too far, there's one more baby eel there that you want to shoot. When you walk down here, there's one to the right and then one to the left. There'll be another that appears, but you want to run before it can shoot you. And there's more baby eels in there, but because you're not on the boat, you can actually run faster than they can shoot you. And you can just run past them pretty safely, honestly. This is the last workbench in the game, so spend everything while you can. And then you crawl through here, there's some more, just keep running past. And then when you get up here, there will be 4 eels this time. There'll be one to the left over there, just before you pull the lever. And after you pull the lever and drop down, there'll be one just in front of you, here. Then there'll be one to the left, and then one in front of you again, who's a bit delayed. And then this is the last encounter. There's one to the left. You have to be very quick here, one in the middle, one to the right, and then there'll be one to the left, I think, and then one in front of you. And that's the eel section done with.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
These guys are genuinely brain dead. If you crouch walk and wait by this pipe here, whatever side he goes on, that time he went to the right, you go along the other side, so I went to the left. And when you turn on the generator, you want to circle around to the left this time. He'll always cut through to the middle, and you can circle around him and open the door. A similar thing that I did with the pipes before, just with this, don't know what it is, this object here. And whatever side he goes on, you circle around the other side. Just as long as you keep crouch walked, you're fine. And I thought he was going to come around to the right, but then for some reason he didn't, and he went around to the left. So then I went round to the right, and then you can just sprint. There's another librarian here, but if you take a right and jump down, you can skip him, and you won't even know you're there.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
And this is the last encounter in the whole game. And this time there's 2 librarians. Oh, scary. Just go to the electronics panel, keep crouch walked, and you want to hug the right. If you step in the glass shards, they will hear you, and they'll come right to you. But as long as you circle around crouch walked, they'll have no idea. You can see I stick to the left, and I walk round past this guy. And now we have to go up the stairs and turn on the power. As long as you hug the stairs there and go up, you're fine. Again, he won't follow you. Turn on the switch. And now you want to crouch walk back. I go in the vent here. Don't do that. I don't know why I decided to walk in the vent. Just it served no purpose. This part has no consistency whatsoever. You see, I want to get to the exit, which is where he's standing right now, which is very convenient, but the moment he gets out of the way, just run. And provided that you don't screw up the QuickTime event, you're golden. That's the whole game. And those are the strats that I use. So that's Metro Exodus. Great. So, can you beat Metro Exodus without getting hit? Well, yeah. But if we're going to include that one transition hit with the Master of the Forest, then that's a no. But if not, then yeah, absolutely. Now, can you beat Metro Exodus without getting hit consistently? Well, maybe. There's obviously still some encounters that could do with a bit more experimenting and refining, but those are actually surprisingly few. And I might get back to him in the future, but for now there's actually a couple more games I want to see if you can beat without getting hit. We'll see though. And if you actually watched this video, thank you for watching.